just heard the words of a man who led us through hell and back. We have lost many, but nothing compared to what the enemy has lost to our few numbers. We traveled for quite some time on the waters until we reached an area called Cagayan. We heard of an enemy that was coming towards us, and we rallied everything the best that we could. We got some artillery pieces, and as well as some ships that we managed to get from some of the locals. We ate the best that we could. We tried to pray for hope that we would survive this massacre that was to happen to us. When we met the enemy, we met them on the water. It was disgustingly huge, the amount of men that were up against the men that we had. We had 40 soldiers, including our captain. We managed to get a little bit more men from the local area, but it wasn't that much because no one would stomach a fight like this. We estimated around 1,000 men. It seemed pretty simple at first. We were going to be annihilated, but luckily our artillery men are very good. They managed to work the cannons against their ships, and we managed to get on land. We managed to get what weapons we had left, what men survived. Our rodoleros stood firm, and our muskets and arcabuciers stood extremely firm. For they are the ones that are always running around, skirmishing, never asked to stand firm unless they're shooting. But in this case, there was nowhere to run. The man beside you was your defense, and that musketeer was the defense of that man that was going to defend him. Our captain asked us to shoot like crazy. Shoot! Shoot! Enemy as well had muskets that they purchased from the Portuguese. But either way, we were gaining success. We managed to get good ground, and we managed to keep the enemy at bay by constantly firing and making our numbers look much more larger than they actually were. I used my shield a lot when some of them came close, but before they can realize how few we were, they were hacked down by simple sword. I lost my sword a while ago in previous clashes that were similar like this. So we have experience against these kind of men. We believe that they are pirates, but as well we find that there was great warriors amongst them. These great warriors were what they called a samurai or Ronin, a samurai without a master. They were fierce, they were noble, they were great fighters and did not surrender in the battle. We have heard great stories about these men and what they are, what they're capable of, and the great courage and honor that they show for their people when they fight in battle. But that great honor and courage was going to be met by warriors that were equal, and that was us. We were not going to take no for an answer, and surrendering is something we are not used to. Ever since La Reconquista was completed, this is the kind of pride, and not the kind of pride, but the kind of will and the kind of drive that we have in order to succeed. I did my best. From all the years of fighting that I have had, only at my 27 years of age, I have been doing this since I was 14 years old. I started off as a peasant. I had nothing. I worked almost my entire career so that I could gain my first sword, and in battle to only lose it against the enemy I really needed it against. Luckily, we only make good steel, and the samurai sword I hear, or the kind of sword that they have, I hear the kind of sword that they have is as well made in a very special way. Because I am here to you today telling the story of what has happened after you heard the words of my captain, you will see right here that victory did not come for free. It was a price of the blood that we paid, but as well the honor of receiving the weapon of an enemy that was so noble as the Ronin samurai without a master. A wonderful weapon with wonderful engineering. This thing was amazing, and the kind of courage that they used against us with these weapons, longer weapons, shorter weapons. These people had amazing weapons. But I found an overconfidence in these men. These swords are powerful, but not as fast as our operas, not as fast as our swords. This man here had great status and great wealth. For pirates, I do not see simple men here. I see men with standards and armor that they have as well purchased from the Portuguese. Armor that they have purchased from the Portuguese. Muskets. But these poor men do not know how to use them. So we hope that the real fight will come in the numbers. But our captain was very smart. Our men were very determined to live and come home to see their families. That we managed to succeed in this battle. It is not that our men in particular are special. It's just what they stand for is special. And that is family, progress, advancement in the name of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
In the name of our holy religion. We fight. These Ronin, I did not say that they are cowards. But the captain of these pirates tried to surrender to us. He demanded gold in return for the lives that we have taken. My captain was outraged by this crap. And he said, "How can we give you gold for the lives that we have taken off you when you see we have barely anything here left to survive?" He made sure not to tell them too much about our numbers. But he told them enough to show them what fools they have made of themselves, trying to ask for such a bounty in surrender. So the pirate leader continued to fight. And he was defeated. We will take back these swords and these armors, these helmets that we have retrieved. This sword in particular, I will keep. I will keep as remembrance for what could have happened to me if we were in line, not able to return to my family, my world. But I would have died with honor regardless. And those men, even though they outnumber us, they met real men today. These men were not as big as you would think. They were much shorter than us. When I felt their power, they were very quick, very strong and robust. But I could feel I was far more powerful than these men. Our skills in combat, our men using the ropera, was able to easily outmaneuver these swords. When they would come in for a slice, we would go in for a quick thrust. When they would come in with a different technique, we would chop out their legs and hit them with our guards. No, They were not prepared for this sort of warfare style. But the men who did go down went down by warriors who showed immense skill for the size. I will always remember these warriors until the day that I die. But in Europe, there is also warriors. It is us, and everybody who's fought with us and against us. What makes a true warrior is how willing are you to take on the odds and fight to the end. Because fighting to the end is better when the victory comes than surrendering and letting your head roll among some steps. To be dishonored, to be pissed on, is something men do not do. And any enemy who will lay down their life in the same way as we would is honored.